Exploring abandoned places has always fascinated thrill-seekers and history buffs alike. The allure of peeling back the layers of time and discovering secrets hidden for decades is irresistible. Recently, we ventured into an old, abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town, and what we found inside was nothing short of astounding. The journey begins. The mansion stood tall and imposing, with its Victorian architecture still retaining a hint of its former glory despite the evident decay. Vines crawled up the walls, windows were broken, and the once grand entrance was barely recognizable. With our cameras ready and our hearts racing, we pushed open the heavy, creaking door and stepped inside. The grand entrance hall. Upon entering, we were greeted by an expansive entrance hall, with a sweeping staircase that curved elegantly to the upper floors. Dust motes floated in the beams of sunlight that filtered through the broken windows, creating an almost ethereal atmosphere. The walls, adorned with faded wallpaper and cracked paint, hinted at a time of opulence and grandeur. As we moved further in, the details of the mansion began to reveal themselves. Ornate chandeliers hung precariously from the ceiling, their crystals dull and covered in grime. The floor was littered with debris, remnants of furniture, and other artifacts that had been left behind. The living room, a time capsule. The living room was the next stop on our journey. It felt like stepping into a time capsule. A grand piano, although out of tune and covered in dust, still stood proudly in the corner. The furniture, though worn and tattered, hinted at the luxurious lifestyle once enjoyed by the inhabitants. We even found old photographs scattered around, depicting a well-dressed family in various poses, smiling and full of life. The secret room. As we explored further, we stumbled upon a hidden door behind a large, antique bookshelf. Intrigued, we pushed the door open to reveal a small, secret room. Inside, we found a treasure trove of old documents, letters, and journals. These items provided a glimpse into the lives of the mansion's former residents, their joys, sorrows, and secrets. One particularly interesting find was a collection of letters exchanged between the mansion's owner and a famous historical figure. The letters discussed various political strategies and personal anecdotes, offering a unique perspective on historical events. The basement, a chilling discovery. Our exploration took a darker turn when we ventured into the basement. The air grew colder and the atmosphere more eerie. Among the old, rusting tools and decaying furniture, we found a collection of peculiar artifacts. Strange, old-fashioned medical equipment and jars filled with unknown substances were scattered around. It felt like we had stepped into a scene from a horror movie. The most chilling discovery, however, was an old, dusty diary. The entries detailed the experiments conducted by one of the mansion's inhabitants, who seemed to be a doctor with a keen interest in unconventional medical practices. The diary's last entry abruptly ended, adding to the mystery and leaving us with more questions than answers. The attic. Hidden treasures. Finally, we made our way to the attic. The narrow, creaking staircase added to the suspense as we climbed higher. The attic was filled with forgotten treasures. Old trunks overflowing with vintage clothing, antique toys, and forgotten heirlooms. Among these items, we found an old painting covered in a sheet. Upon uncovering it, we were stunned to see it was an original artwork by a renowned artist, potentially worth a fortune. Conclusion. Our exploration of the abandoned mansion was an unforgettable experience. Each room held its own secrets, and every discovery added a new layer to the story of the people who once lived there. This mansion, now a shadow of its former self, still held echoes of the past, waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more adventures. Who knows what we'll discover next?